Alrighty, hey everyone! Let's have some fun in Final Fantasy 14. I'm excited for today because this is going to be a really cool episode. I think I enjoy it. Let's do it. First off, number one, where are you? There you are, you little rascal, hiding. It's a little wide-eyed fawn. It's a little baby. Done. See. An easy target for Eorzea's carnivorous fauna, antelopes must use every advantage they have to remain free of death's dripping jaws. Blah. One of those is the remarkable ability to run mere minutes from birth. Unfortunately, that trait did not save this specimen from capture. When making an offering of antelope innards, it is proper that they are still warm. This is common knowledge, you see. Very common knowledge. Alright, wide-eyed fawn, let's go murder some Garleans. You know, as you do. Elisa considers the cook pot with a frown. Uh-oh, are we running out of food? Do I need to go get food? You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Teb for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so, whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. This is, my favorite story is the Stone Soup story, where the people, no one wants to share anything, and a man comes in with a pot with water and a stone, and he says, we've got all the stuff we need, but we're missing some potatoes. And someone's like, well, I have potatoes. And it's like, we've got everything we need, but we're missing some carrots. And another guy says, well, I have some carrots. And then they end up making a stew that everyone enjoys in the entire, place, because everyone provided a little bit. Hey, Elvie! Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand? Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad for it. Wow, okay. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the reach. Time to start looking around for things to eat. That is an Ethernet shard and not something to eat. Hey, fragrant herbs! You just woke up? Thank you for waking up and hanging, Elvie. I know that Papali's on, but I don't know if Alteron's around. I see that there are 2 viewers, though, so I'm gonna assume Alteron's around. Yeah, I am here, okay. I figured as much, but I wasn't 100% sure. Hey, fragrant herbs! Boing. Yeah. Oh, also we need, I currently have 664 unique views on here. I'm just saying. Let's wait for 2 more people to come in, and then we can talk about how terrible we are. Tiny wide-eyed fawn. I love her so much. We're missing one way down south. Yeah. 2 away from the dream, yeah. Although, that's 2, but then we need 3 more after that. So we need 5 if we want to get the magic number. Nice. It probably should happen. Most people, there are a lot of times I'll just be, wandering around, and I usually get a few people coming in just to see what it is, and then they leave because it's boring. Which, I mean, true, it really is boring. Hey, fragrant herbs! Unfortunately, when you're new game plusing, you can't do all of these at once, so we're just gonna have to go gotta go slow. And ride a Sanwa around. Whoa, don't run into the fire. I don't think Sanwa like fire. Boing. Hey, Ahelissa. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for. Precisely what type of herb this is remains unclear, but the important thing is that it's green and fragrant. Here you are! Thanks, that'll do nicely. Sorry to impose on you, miss. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare something for the cause. Though that comes at a cost too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we must never lose sight of the dream. Yeah. Yeah! LB got a mini cactpot 1, 2, 3. Better get as much as you can, because the event's ending on the 11th. Did you get the emote? Make sure you get the emote. We must never lose sight of the 666 dream, Papali says. Papali, get out of here. Shoot. I beg your pardon. The woman who bested Gaius von Baelsar wishes to offer me her assistance. I must say, this is highly irregular. Though I have heard it is said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case... Before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that in these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I have in mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause, and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and... Colossa, thank you for your service. Now, and ever after. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, you did the quest. Okay, good. Just make sure that you do the quest afterward and then you get the emote. Because doing the quest doesn't actually get you the emote. You have to, like, talk to the person next to him and then turn it in for the Flash of Vexed emote, I think. No? Oh, yeah. There we go. You gotta actually do the other half of it. Gooby! Gooby! Hey! This here is, the Temple of the Fist. This is where the monks trained way back when. Yeah. Why did I join the resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a fulm of steel in the gut for his troubles. Found my way here, and that was that. Oh, jeez. Speaking of, these are the monk trainers. That's the monk mentor. If you're a monk person. He should not actually be there, but he is here now that it's now that I've done the level 70 quest. Still haven't done the dungeon here? You haven't done Temple of the Fist? I thought we did it before at one point. Oh no! We did it with, what's his name? We did it with Alex to get their, Blue Mage spell. That was it. Hey, Alyssa. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. Took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know. There's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Yeah. I think that's a big thing, is that a lot of, like, cooks are like, oh, I only use the special mystic ingredients that only the bestest of like, masters can use. And it's just like, well, maybe if you use some other standard fare, maybe you wouldn't be such a snobby jerk. Let's make sure Gooby doesn't destroy the barber. Why? Why indeed. To save lives, perhaps, or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Oh. We're gonna take a little dip. Huh. Boing. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why'd you bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Al Amigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with him or you're not, and if you're with him, you may as well make the most of it. Food, trade, and citizenship if you're long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land like as not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. And you can just actually sprint over this way. The water splashes just look like little feathers, and it's weird to me. Well met, close-up. You spoke with the freedom fighters as I asked. Here you go. Here's a well-worn log. Page after page of the log is filled with flowing script. Doubtless Bevs has had much practice honing his handwriting. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. Couldn't have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Wide-eyed fawn, please don't jump straight into the fire. You're gonna get yourself burned. What the crap? Gotta go to Western Rogger's Reach. Let's just use the Ethernet shard, because we have to go around here slowly. Gosh, it's been 13 minutes just walking around this place. Jeez. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve. Yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all, these would-be warriors. Send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Let's go back in another counterclockwise? No, clockwise fashion. We'll go counterclockwise, but then we'll go around that way. Someone hiding out over here in the tombs? A devout recruit, which makes sense. We are in the tombs of the monks. I know, I'm late. But I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Jeez. Water works like feathers? What are you talking about, Alteron? I'm just saying, if they look like little feathers when you splash. Does water look like feathers to you when you splash it? I don't know. There's one up here. Oh, nope, he's down here. There he is. Fiery recruit. Oh, he's doing a lot. He's boxing, man. Training? Gah! Was so busy practicing to impress the others, I completely forgot. Thank you. Go, fiery recruit. Where are sir. A brooding recruit? Oh man, he's even doing the brooding look. 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or republic that I neglected to attend my training. Ah, silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. Well, no wonder you were brooding. Oh, speaking of, let's find a new mount to use. Let's see. How about an Ahriman? Though little is known of the Void and the creatures which call the extra-dimensional realm home, scholars have discovered that there is a strict hierarchy among Voidsent, consisting of 12 distinct tiers. Ahrimans are believed to fall into the 5th, making them formidable foes, when not enthralled by curses. You'd have to be blinder and an Ahriman with an eye patch to miss the camp. Badaran, 10 fingers. Thanks, Badaran. There we go. Here's the Ahriman. There we go. Ahriman's was a really good one to ride on because my robe didn't get puffed out like you would on a mount. So I used the Ahriman for quite a bit until I got the Gooby. Teacher calls for me. I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitech armor, you see, and... Ah, yes, of course, there's no time. If you would excuse me. Shouldn't you be running? Whatever. Not my problem. Boing! Last one. This one's a little hard because, like, it's looking like, oh, you should be around here. No, the game is lying. He's actually right in here. Hiding like a child. Oh, bugger! You're sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard a 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger! Oh, bugger! Oh, bugger! You'll be fine, kid. Don't worry. Boing! Boing! Let's head back to Western Rogger's Reach, and then we'll be finished. Hey! We're at 667. I missed the magic number. 2 more, and then we'll get the other magic number. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not that I appreciate the rigor in which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. Snake ladies, am I right? A swarthy resistance fighter. Damn it all! Where could it have got to? What are you looking for? Pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a Ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? I'd be him. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain, and I've not left the Reach since, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look near the Officer's Pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just easily buy another. But even so, please, help me find it. It's probably like his brothers or something after the Garleans torched him or something. Back to the temple, back to the temple, back to the temple, back to the temple. That's the song about going to the temple on a gooby. On a gooby, there it is, it's here, it's a Ward of the Destroyer. I'm not on the gooby anymore. Yeah. Oh no, is he all the way back? He was at the officer. Oh no, okay, good. I was like, he's at the Officer's Pavilion. He shouldn't have gone that far. He's still looking. Hey, sir. The Swerve searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. A paper award inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Ralger. Here you are!
7 L's, that's the one! It's my lucky award! You're a god's ascend, sister! Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessing of the monks. And then Theodoric came and burnt it to the ground, the mad bastard! After him came the Garleans, who cared even less of our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scripture, as my mother taught me.
Aww. Yeah, that was a little important. Yo, Alfie! Alphino is making himself useful to the resistance. How so? And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Calosa, I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, that she has, and we thank her for it.
It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Minago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castellum Velodina to General Alden personally.
Course, sir. Are you and yours planning on returning to Castromorians before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That would be a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well. I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Y'shtola will wish to remain here to support the Kyurgens, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them.
Ugh. More walking. You know, people were talking about pacing issues, but they all talked about the pacing issues being on the latter end, and I'm just sitting here like, I know where the pacing issues are. Erenhard. Yo, Y'shtola! What's up? Ooh, cutscene.
Is aught amiss? We were just asking if you wanted to stay here or not. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support. As was the case in Ishgard, however, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she should play. I'll fight. For Alamigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Baelsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion, given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause. For it is ultimately the self-same cause I have served since the first I pledged to serve Master Louis Soir and the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who would require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Infilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Y'shtola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Calosa, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, to the woman who slew Gaius Van Baelsar, and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look up to you as a hero, and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. The Empire poses too great a threat. We can but carry on for those we have lost, for those we can yet save, Minfilia. As long as there's battle to be fought, I'll be there! To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I'll do what I must. I'm thinking about this one because Colossa was born in Gridania, and technically she's still a little angry about Alamigo for what they did to Gridania all those years ago. But at the end of the day, the Empire does pose too great a threat, and I'm here to fight the Empire, not to save Alamigo. Not that they have to know that. Indeed, as you have doubtless seen during your time in the outlying villages, their so-called meritocracy is but a pretext to torture and enslave their lesser subjects. Such is the fate that awaits all should their expansion continue unchecked. Take care, Y'shtola, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Please, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Monago will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Colossa? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castrum Oriens would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Monago to wait a little longer. No, I'll come. I'll come. Grandfather stood with the army that faced the Garleans at Carteneau. This is dangerously close to becoming a family tradition. Oof. Well, until your dad joins. Best make sure you've got everything you need. We might not be coming back for a while. So will you be accompanying us? Full glad am I to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. Wait, if it's at Castrum Oriens, I could just teleport. Sounds like a plan. Here. Storm Officer! Oh, I thought we were looking at Storm Officer, but it was Raubon, really. Secretly.
Welcome back, comrades. What news?
Greetings, General. I've come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak.
Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot.
Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Veladina. Capture Veladina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital.
There's no profit in delay. It's only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I want to know this one's.
There is no objection, General. Might the Scions join Marshal Tarupin?
By all means, if that is all, let us be about it.
Oh, yeah. Castellum is less a military installation and more a supply depot, a storage and distribution facility for the surrounding area. That being the case, taking it will not only earn us a strategic foothold, but deprive our enemy of valuable resources. Sounds like a good idea then. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and how we should proceed.
Yo, Pippin! What's up?
Pippin is looking forward to the assault on Castellum Belladina. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come! Our destination is beyond East End, just south of Belladina.
Alright, let's go.
In crimson it began. We'll fly there. I'll show you the way to go, but flying is a little faster. Hey. That is an A rank. Hello, giant bee. Or I guess it's a wasp, whatever. Completely different. So you're gonna head around this way. Around that mountain canyon. Down past this area. Shoo. Follow the road this way. Go along, and then there should be a bridge here. Yeah, it's a little hard to make out because these rocks can be in your way and you don't see it very easily. And so we cross the bridge here, and then we'll be there. It'll be easy. Here we go! Oh yeah. Uh-oh, time for a fight. We were just supposed to, like, look at the weaknesses. There's not supposed to be a fight here. What the crap? Not appears out of the ordinary at a glance. Even should they be unaware of our plans, I would be surprised if their western defenses were not heavily fortified, given the presence of allied forces at the wall. Maybe that's going to be our fight. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep our weapons at the ready in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse.
Upon reconnoitering at Castellum Belladina, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Oh, this seems like it's going to be a big one. Let's do it.
Oh, by the way, this is Pippin Savage. This one was...
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father.
Sorry, Pippin. Yeah, this was Pippin Savage. Most people couldn't get past this back in the day because it was incredible. Like, there was so much stuff going on. And the servers were flooded that your game would crash like 90% of the time. There you go. I'm back with buttered chicken on rice and papadums? Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Holy crap. Don't tell me that. Now I'm hungry. I'm just eating calorie sticks. Maybe I'll have a... Actually, no, I'm probably going to bed after this, so yeah. I'm having calorie sticks. Yay. What the?
Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh, gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
Stola! Kryl! Everyone!
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Oh, gods.
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Yeah, we gotta save as many people as we can. Let's go.
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine.
Alfred?
Meffred!
Yes!
Hell take you!
Oh no.
Well, well.
If it isn't the Weeb Viceroy. Weebroy, if you will.
Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Please.
7 hells. It's him. It's Xenos.
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man!
Please.
Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Y'shtola?
Run!
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas.
This guy has God, the power of God and anime on his side.
It will not save you.
And there she goes.
Y'shtola!
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line! Kryl!
Alphino!
Are you okay? What happened?
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall? Aye, sir.
Do your best.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
Time to throw the Deus Ex Machina at it. That's me.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
Elvie says we need another anime boy to help counteract the Weebroy. And I'm just saying, man. Where's Elvie when you need them? Yeah, exactly. But it's okay. I'll White Mage is healer. I can heal them. I just gotta get there in time.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
Oh, definitely.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Let's go. Yeah! That's me! It is! Alteron knows. That's me. And the resistance and find your comrades. Ooh! Gods! Help us! They're killing everyone! We have to stop them while there's still someone left to save! Grab everyone I can.
It's all over now.
Next. Heroes came from nowhere, started cutting people down left and right. Reinforcements are on their way. Spread the word. We should keep moving. Confound it! Nothing to do but to fight. To forfend, it's a bloodbath. Remember that we're here to save lives. Defend the hostages. No worries. Got that. By the way, be careful of this Reaper. It's easy to miss him killing this straggler. If you forget him and walk off, then he'll die, and then you'll fail it. That happened one time when I was playing T'Challa, and it happened one time when my dad played. He was very confused. Got another Reaper coming in. Leave Alfie alone, you jerk! I'll go watch over and keep you. Forward! These monsters! These people had surrendered! It's not too late for the others. We must hurry!
For the glory of the flames!
We have our orders! Are those beastmen fighting for the Imperials? I've never seen them before! What in the world? They're wolfmen! Yeah, let's get a good look at these guys when I'm not bullying them to death. Yeah! They're wolves! Well, if they're working for the Empire, then they're gonna get taken down like the rest. My brothers! My brothers! Reinforcements! They took Lisa and the others deep inside! You've got to... Bloody wolfmen. They're here! We're not too late! Oh, Fordola! Hello! Well, well, a rescue party, is it? We'll see about that!
Rebel scum!
Who in the seven hells are you? I'm your worst nightmare. Have fun being dead, Fordola. Nice. Please.
What took you so long? Alpha, no, I need your help.
Gotta Ilyich Tola. Oh, and Conrad. Wait, what about me?
My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
Oh. No, I know what my job is.
As you command, my lord.
Man, this guy even gets Diablos's, theme.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Sounds like a plan, weeb Roy. Oh, hey, Alice and Pippin. Okay, everyone, evasive maneuvers. Run over the tree to confuse them. That was a little back. They ended up walking on top of him. If we kill him here and now, we can end this.
As one!
I've no need for this rabble.
Be gone!
Oh! Ugh! 7 hells! Not even Father could do that! Ugh! Yet you stand. Perhaps you have some potential. What in the
Give me
world?
something to remember.
Swords? Anime swords? Jeez, this guy is just a giant noob. More swords. Aw, shoot. I love how he walks. He doesn't run at you. Better, but lacking nevertheless. Oh, shoot. Woo! There we go. Easy. He's like Pepe Le Pew. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Ugh. He's so strong. Stupid armor. Oh, jeez. It would seem I misjudged you. This ends now. Be gone. Ah! Ugh. Ugh. This little jerk. What? Oh, animate! Oh, God. Ah! Broke your stupid sword, you weeb! Ah. Got him! Ow!
Pathetic.
Yeah! You too! Oh, my spleen! I think it was the sword that was pathetic. Oh, ow. Oh, oh jeez. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Ow. Ow.
7 hells.
Robot, don't you think of it! Oh, jeez! Don't! Oh, jeez. Ow. Oh,
Shall
thank
we
you.
give chase, General?
Nay, there has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
lass?
I threw everything I had at him, and he just Pepe Le Pew'd at me. Is this the power of anime? Oh, jeez. I think my pride might have taken a knock. Ugh.
'Tis no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
Anime.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. You're a healer, aren't you?
Yeah, but if Y'shtola dies here, then she won't be in Dissidia NT. And then they'll have to choose someone else. Okay, fine. Spirits, please, help us. Flame officers, also, sir, it's hard to know whether to look you in the eyes or the, you know, the bull eyes.
The
Thanks.
worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Thanks, Alteron.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Just as long as we can actually move them without, you know, them spilling up their guts.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Of course. That's my job. Yay, the game finally acknowledges that I'm a healer. It only took 2 expansions. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Look at the place. I mean, it wasn't really nice to look out beforehand, but, like, now it's worse. You did well, Colossa. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. Heck yeah! The haunted look in Ralban's eyes speaks volumes. See to the wounded, Colossa. If they live, help them. If not, move on. What's done is done. The dead are dead. All I can do is feed the living and pray it helps them grow stronger. Jeez. God damn it, Meffred! Were you the ones telling me to use my head and stay alive? Meffred. Meffred lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got to him. There's naught I could do. The charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad. Meffred. I'll never forget your nipples in South Shroud. Alamegans, man. Can't stop showing their nipples. Jeez. It just completely skips that whole bit if you're a healer. Yeah, I figured as much. If it wasn't for her, it'd be me lying there. I wish it was. You're worried about Y'shtola, aren't you? Still too early to take any kind of prognosis, but she's alive. For now.
Y'shtola.
Makes no sense. He brushed us aside as if we were nothing.
I'm telling you, power of God in anime.
Damn it, Alice, this is serious. You should rest.
You seem ready to burst into tears. I'd fetch you a handkerchief, but... I'll go. Meffred, where are you?
A small wooden charm Meffred clenched in his fist as he breathed his last.
This is... He's dead, isn't he? Meffred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 malms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. That's exactly the kind of man who should be the leader! The kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up.
There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls? In the heat of battle, we can only do our best, as he did. Meffred will be sorely missed, aye. But because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not. And they need us, now more than ever.
Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him is all. Oh, Meffred.
Pippin. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. We cannot afford to dwell on the failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey.
Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere.
No, I just want to know if there's anything I can do to help.
I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Of course. Jeez. Need to make an incision here and here.
In this tonic so many times, an ale would work better to numb the patient's aches.
Oh, jeez. Here's to hoping he's in a better place.
Miss, Marshal Tarleton said you might have something for me. An assortment of potions and potables that may prove invaluable in keeping the wounded alive on the journey to Castrum Oriens. Here. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. It was the driver's hearts. Or 2 drivers.
Y'shtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time.
Thank you, Kryl. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't take the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished.
As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows.
To Castor Morians! Take care. Oh, have you mentioned why the barbers are doubling as surgeons, by the way? It's because that's in the past. The barbers were surgeons back in the day. Because, they were the ones who were always close to a knife, and they were the ones who knew how to take care of that kind of stuff. Traveling barbers would wander around, and they would cut people's hair safely and shave safely, but also if anyone needed any suturing, they would also stitch things up. So there you go. Yeah, if you remember back in the, what was it? Pharaoh Sirius, there were all those zombie pirates, and the barbers, there were the zombie barbers that were the healers. So there you go. Barbers were surgeons in the past.
Let us pray they arrive safely. Master Kemp, your concern for your men's well-being is commendable, but I would urge you consider your own.
You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated, and this day will not be mounting an assault on Castellum Veladino or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castromorians.
Understood. We shall go and speak with General Alden.
Mount, please. Thank you. Let's go Midgard Stormer.
You can see the Reach means a lot to these people, but it would be suicide to stay. For more than a decade, the Resistance has resided here, hidden from the eyes of the Empire. And just when we set our sights on Veladina, they strike. Do you not find that passing strange?
Are you saying that they have a spy on the inside?
Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach in the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightaway to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us.
Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives, having done so.
In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castromorians. We can discuss our path forward there.
Oh, well then, I'll teleport. I don't want to walk.
Kryl is with Y'shtola. She hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery.
We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skulls commander cut down Mefred. Single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it, it was an Alamegan! Gods help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting.
Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefred with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Crania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gia Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly.
Oh, gods.
As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
Wait. Alphino, what did you say? He's the Viceroy of Alamigo, but he's also the Viceroy of Doma? Then, if he's here in Alamigo, why don't we just take Doma back? We take the fight to Doma. It's easy.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Well, maybe we don't need all of you guys specifically. We've got an alliance on this side. And then, Deus Ex Machina, if Xenos isn't here, he'll at least have to leave to come fight me. I'm just saying.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Yeah, and then I can see Giri and Gosetsu again. Not that that's the entire reason for this, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
You've said your piece, yes? Now would you please return to bed? You'll never recover if you carry on like this, oh Minago. Gods, the pain! Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Wide-eyed Fawn, are you taking some lessons from Naughty Nanka? Just walking up on the table all the time? Bad. Bad Wide-eyed Fawn. There you go.
I can't deny a part of me wants to stay and fight, but I know I'd be more use to you and the others. So we fight on, come what may. Sentiment notwithstanding, what other choice do we have?
Got a long road ahead of us, but it all begins with the first step. We'll stay in the Reach and rebuild. We'll reinforce our defenses, and if they come again, we'll be ready.
I wish you well on your journey, my friend. Let us pray that when we meet again, our fortunes will be much changed. Goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom, brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free.
Indeedy doodle. Let's do it. I'll say it's contemplating the logistics of a journey to the Far East. What do you mean? We just take a boat.
Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. All thought is not exactly over the river and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go! I'm one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Alphino, it would have just been quicker just to ask, and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Arenvald and the others? Yes, Alphino, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift.
Oh, I would not dream of it. Right then. Sister, Calosa, Lise, gather your things. We are for Limsa Laminza. 669 views! Nice! 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 Alright, Limsa Laminsa is 804 gil. Or I could teleport to our mansion instead for 200 gil. Temple tap. Boing. And you just take this boat. Leave residential district. Jajan! Limsa Laminsa for like 600 less gil. Temple tap. This guy has been standing here a long while. I remember seeing him there too. But like, I don't know. They might have found a way to stop that. Where are we heading to? I think we're going to the After Castle. So nice to see Final Fantasy XIV brimming with new players and life. Thanks, WoW refugees. Thumbs up. Vilbrand was always Ishtola's domain. I haven't spent much time here, to be honest. Oh, that's true. We were Gridania girls. I spoke with Urianche and Thancred along the way. To say they were surprised by our stratagem would be something of an understatement, but they did not dispute its logic. Heck yeah, they didn't, because we're the best. Tataru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Merlwyb lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right, inasmuch as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But it is equally infeasible to save an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms? A pirate? Look at that axe. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates, brother!
Greetings and salutations, scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement.
Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. Ishgard. But where was I? Oh, yes. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances.
And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be proud purveyors of said region's finest spices.
Which you steal from gods-fearing merchants out on the high seas?
Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists, and I see considerable risk in aiding your cause, and negligible profit.
Well, I, for one, think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor, unfortunate soul has come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragic tale of how the heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts.
Are you blackmailing a pirate?
Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you just this once.
Oh my goodness, he is! He is the son of... He's the son of the Count! Remember? The friend that we met in at the end of Heavensward when we were wandering around. We helped them take care of the needy, the wounded. And he was there at the place. Yeah, that's his dad.
That said, in light of recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can only take you so far as Kugane in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for our departure. I humbly suggest you do the same.
Bow!
Callissa's just like, are you serious? Did we just blackmail a pirate? Holy crap.
Oh, shrug! Tataru is the best. This is why Tataru is this is why you don't mess with Tataru. Let Elvie just, yes, go Tataru. The poor little boy had only seen 14 summers when he left Ishgard. Can you imagine what it must have felt like to finally be free to explore the world, unbeholden to all the stuffy traditions of the Holy See? 'Tis a shame that he never returned home. Without him, the Count de Durandare must look somewhere else for a successor, and the good Lord of Janiquod is one step closer to being next in line. Blackmail, is it? This is a dangerous game the two of them are playing. What guarantee do we have that Carvalane won't just throw us overboard? Me, that's what. I'll throw him overboard, don't you think? Not sure what just happened. Could have sworn he was about to turn us away, but then he changed his mind?
Lise, it's okay. You don't have to worry about it.
Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Carvalane squirm.
Tataru is just into that, okay? Hey man, don't kink shame.
I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the rest of the departure. Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Urianger on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I should go and speak with him. What of Calossa and Lys? I would like the two of you to remain in return to Revenant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we can reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Calossa.
Let's do it. Teleport, porta, teleport, porta, teleport, porta, teleport, porta. Oh, she was in Revenant's Toll. Darn it. I always do that! It didn't say speak with Lys in the Rising Stones. It said speak to Lys in Revenant's Toll. What's that Mao for? Oh, someone was riding the fat cat mount. That's what happens when you leave it.
Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it?
Sounds good, and she's gone. Speak with the Domans and the Rising Stones. Oh man, I'm kind of not looking forward to having to do Japanese accents for everyone.
Greetings, Calossa. What brings you to the toll this eve?
Just wondering anything about Doman tradition.
What? You are for Doma? Heavens! You scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor, dead! Garemald, in chaos! It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation, but when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant.
Oh, jeez. I was thinking about the culture, not the... Well, I mean, history is fine, too. Oh, look at Doare. He's being all ninja. Naught would bring me greater joy than to join you on your journey. However, Lady Yugiri made it clear that we were to remain here and safeguard the community we have built. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask.
Can you tell me anything about Doma?
That you go to join Yugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Ah! Forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Nagai clan have served the Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men and magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of our dear Lord Kyan has become a den for guardian dogs. Ooh. Lord Kyan. Yeah, that's the Cyan. That's the name. That's his name in Japanese is Kyan. So, like, a lot of things actually spell it like cayenne pepper. So that's kind of funny. So yeah. So I can't wait to meet Kyan. I can't wait to meet Cyan again. You are planning to travel to Doma. I do not know what to say. Forgive me. Shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land nestled on the eastern coast of Othard. Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Guardians came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel is soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. If Doma knows peace in our time, I should like to see it with my own eyes. Perhaps partake of these hot springs Home tells me of as well.
There you are. Learn anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially if Ishgardians. But anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard, actually. Or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all this load of stupid old...
I learned a little bit about their history, actually.
Wow, what you learned sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us for dinner, of course.
I hope they do.
Please, it's time to return to Limsa. Right, no point in waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa. Alphino said to meet at the ferry docks, I think.
Let's do it!
Ah, beautiful.
Egg. Are you coming aboard? All aboard!
Nice.
Someone decided they didn't want to buy new gear. I mean, okay, sure. We are going to the Arcanists Guild. That is right next to the ferry docks. Speaking of, fun fact, I think they talk about it a little bit. Okay, we'll talk about it a little bit when we get there. But yeah, the Arcanist Guild actually serves as the, what do you call it? The import-export kind of thing. The Misery is the finest ship ever to sail the Rotano, and I'll not hear any man say otherwise. An army marches on its stomach. Tataru took that lesson to heart. A surfeit of sumptuous foods, wondrous sundries, plenty of clean undergarments. Yes, I do believe we have everything we need for a lengthy voyage. It's times like this that I'm glad we've got Tataru taking care of business. Taking care of business. You have returned, Calosa. I trust you have learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. I'm eager to hear all, though that can wait till we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on our journey to Kagane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. Alright, let's do it. All set, lass. I'll see you to the ship if so. Let's do it. Yeah, it's customs. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's basically customs. If people try and, like, smuggle something, the Arcanist's Guild is like, hey, no, stop that. And then if they try and fight you because they're pirates, you'll beat them up with a carbie.
Twelve be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Oh, hey, Urianger, what's up?
Urianger? Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Oh, please, let him be a little, sentimental.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import.
Seeming import?
Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
What the?
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
Be nice, Alice.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
For you? What? What? Alcé gets a present? What? What the?
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
How come she gets the magic super cool rapier? That's not fair.
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
No, I'm sure Urianger spent a lot of time enchanting it perfectly for you. Urianger did something! Yeah, Elvie just like, Urianger! It's just like, yeah, he exists!
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
Heck yeah!
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
Let's go! Yeah, Elvie. Elvie's excited. Oh, Dad got super angry at the figurehead at the front. He was like, it's way too big and heavy. It's gonna tip over. This is the worst ship. It makes no sense. So, there you go. Off we go. Oh, hey, it's Thavnair. We're gonna go to there in Endwalker.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself.
Elvie says that they want to ruffle Urianger's head before they leave. Can't let him forget that he's a nerd. I mean, gotta.
Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
You mean I haven't been in my quarters and we're already at Thavnair? Come on, man. This is like a summer cruise.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You need it on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
And then the men started making out with each other. It was crazy. Okay, I'm done.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment.
Captain, something queer's afoot. Elvie's just like, yes, I am standing. Duh, I don't see what the problem here is.
Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this doesn't look good. We have wind going on. Looks like snow, too. This ain't right. This ain't right at all. Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No. As the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, it said that the weather was windy! It said wind! Now there's no wind! This game is bad! Uninstall! This is why Stormblood is the worst expansion. This is why it's bad, you guys. The Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the Cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them things the lads saw. Oh, really? Things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive? An adjective, for example. Sea-wolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous! Yes, indeed. It is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible. Then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort. Perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels.
Regardless, we have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find there.
What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I am beginning to like you, girl.
I assure you, the feeling is not mutual. Once we arrive at our destination, be it a vessel or an island or something else, Lisa and I will remain with the ship to defend it in case of attack. Colossi, I believe you will be the ideal choice to venture forth and deal with the cause of our troubles. You could bring Elvie and Aeonica along if you like. Sounds like a plan. Let's do this. Then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. Yeah, let's do it! Yeah! Use the duty finder to enter the Siren Song Sea. Alphino is terrified of ghost stories as a child. I'm glad to see that some things never change. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I am calm, as collected as ever. Carry on. I'll make sure Tataru stays below deck until we know it's safe.
The fiery one. Alice, was it? 'Tis a pity she holds our profession in such disdain. She would make an excellent pirate. She really would. I'm not saying I believe beyond a fair shadow of a doubt that vengeful spirits are plotting our demise at this very moment. I'm just saying we cannot discount the possibility. I mean, it's true.
Let's do this. All right. Siren Song Sea. With the aid of Captain Carvalane and his misery, you and your companions have embarked on a lengthy voyage to the Far East. Alas, no voyage across the five seas is entirely uneventful. The ship has been dragged off course by a mysterious force, and the men have begun to whisper of strange things in the water. Needless to say, you and your fellow adventurers will be having none of that. Once the ship reaches its unknown destination, you will go ashore and deal with whatever fiends you find. Heck yeah, let's do it! Whoa! Ugly tentacle monsters! Ugh, not for it, but to fight! Oh my gosh, did Alphino heal the tank? Alphino! Are you trying to edge in on my thing? More of them? Confound it! Let me at them! Alphino's trying to be the healer. To test my blade on.
Here we go! Island jet ahead! All hands brace for impact!
Ah!
We appear to have arrived at our destination. Care to go and greet our hosts, Calosa?
Don't mind if I do.
Oh my gosh, this paladin is so cute. I love her
or generic, what do you call it, casual outfit. In air, holy, let's do it. Taking damage to save time. Oh yeah, look at her! Oh man, she looks like something out of like 3 Houses, I swear. What was it, Fire Emblem 3 Houses? I don't know. She's just reminding me of like someone from like Edelgard's place. Anyway, first boss. This person draws us in or pushes us away and then attacks the entire half of, yeah. So yeah, keep her in the middle, otherwise you are going to have a lot of trouble getting away. Swallows all, it's gonna drag us in, and then get out. Easy. Speaking of, oh my goodness, I didn't even notice. Look at Elvie. Look at this. Look at this pirate anime boy. Oh my goodness. I am liking it. Oh no, get in! Screaming! Oh geez, what is that up there on the horizon? Don't like the look of it. Ooh, I got some wind crystals. Don't mind if I do. This pull is actually a little difficult. So I might have to be on the back foot for a bit. Oh, never mind. We're good. We're good. Tank is good. 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 Thank you, Ayanaka. Appreciate it. No, what? I jumped! I got trapped! A skinless skipper. I really like this next boss's gimmick. The governor. Shadow flow. Oh, don't stand in the darkness. Don't stand in the darkness. Good. Yeah, I gotta get away from that. There we go. Easy. So now there's gonna do the shadowy thing, but also these little guys are going to create their own puddles, which will make, yeah, there we go, easy. There you go. What first is coming? Outside. There we go. Easy. This is another difficult pull if you're not careful. Oh, good, good! Thank you, Paladin! Good, good, good. Paladin popped her invincibility ability, her invincibility. Which usually you want to save for an oh crap moment, but I mean, if it lets me do more damage, then why not? That was very kind. Very kind of her. Ooh, the ghosties are popping up! Woo! Ghosties! Spark revolver. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is also a really painful pull. The benediction, just, you know. Not because I was afraid, but just because it'd be a lot easier. Kill that. Okay, we're good now. and I also love this this boss too. See, like, this is another reason why, like, people are like, I don't like Stormblood. Bleh. They're like, I don't like Stormblood, and it's like, the bosses, the dungeons, they're so much fun. I don't see how you couldn't. Look at how scary and creepy this is. It's awesome. I've been waiting for you. Virgin tears? What is this, an incel? Make this virgin tears inside. Ramble, ramble, ramble with me all the way through the night. La da 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 na 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 na. Da na 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 na. La da da la da da na 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 na. La da 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 da. Ramble, ramble with me all through the night. Also, this boss theme, I cannot even. I love it so much. Down, down into the depths and your death! So yeah, when she uses Morbid Advance, you go forward. When she uses Morbid Retreat, you'll turn around. So you gotta judge where you're gonna be going based on that. So spirited, but if you will not serve, then you will suffer! Oh, now we got the edges. We don't want to hit the edges. Ramble with me all through the night! Sorry, Elvie. I skipped where that would have hit you. Elvie, do it! Woo! The power is gone! And the ghosts are vanquished! Oh, that was fun. Ah. Sunny skies once again.
Thank the 12.
Oh, sorry, Alphino. What's up? Were you worried? Hey, the cute anime boy with
Everything
me.
here would appear to be in order. Good. Repairs should be completed by the time we return to the Misery, whereupon we shall resume our journey without further delay.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
Oh, come on, Alphino. It was fine. We are in Kugane.
I remember the sea, the smell of the salt, and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane. The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Offa, from Dome. All the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Oh, Ada. Kugane! Oh, jeez, I forgot to look this up. I am an idiot. This is based off of Nagasaki. It was the only Japanese port permitted by the Tokugawa shogunate between 1639 and 1859, when all other ports were closed. Portuguese traders were the first. And I know that the Dutch came a lot too. That was where a lot of people got their clocks from. So, there we go. This is based off of Nagasaki. And that's why I'm gonna talk about this. Someone was being an absolute idiot, talking about how they made this colonialization about how Japan really loves outsiders, and it was like, no, Kugane is Nagasaki. This was actual history. If you don't know actual history, then you shut your mouth, because the Japanese loved foreign trade as long as it wasn't everywhere. There were so many people wearing foreign dresses and using clocks and crap. Jeez, idiots. Everyone needs to shut up. Everyone needs to shut up before you show off how much of an idiot you are. Strange. Is it me or is the ground swaying? Oh my goodness. I actually spent a week on a houseboat, and for the next 3 days I was swaying. Even when I was sitting at my computer, I was just swaying back and forth. It was crazy. It's great. I love sea legs, by the way. I kind of want to live on a houseboat. I'm not gonna lie. By the 12, I've never been happier to be back on terra firma. A voyage has instilled in me a new appreciation for surfaces which do not move of their own accord. You guys are just babies. I do not know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. It's very colorful, is it not? I mean, I like it. I love Kugane. Congratulations, you now stand in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. You're welcome. Hey, Alphino. Despite traveling oh wait, I forgot! Before we do that, you could get an item. You could get a pet hanging out with us once I find the dear boy. Oh my goodness, I have so many. Jeez, where are you? Here he is, Guido! You could get Guido in the Siren Song Sea. Some say this denizen of the Siren Song Sea has seen upwards of 700 summers, and in that time, his hate for blue blazoned armor has only grown. As for why, no one knows. Matrons, teats, those turtles are huge! Let's keep him out for a bit. Hey, Guido! Yeah! He just flies. Hello, Guido. Oh, look at him! He did a little twirl! Guido, I love Guido. Alright, let's go.
It was cloudy in Kugane, and then we did the dungeon, and suddenly the sun is out. Yeah, we did it! We saved the world and made the sun shine again. A warrior of light, what can I say? Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you that we are far from home with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Captain Carveline, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you should go about reaching Authard, how you would go about reaching Authard were you in our position.
At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. Speaking passage.
The captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yugiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here by the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Authard, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my speciality. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Carveline, could you direct us to the nearest tavern?
Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier.
Wow.
Whether your journeys have come to an end or are about to begin, the Shiokaze hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say.
Shio meaning salt, and kaze meaning wind. Shiokaze. Hey! Get it? Because we're on the ocean!
And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours is ever a fast-moving business.
The spice trade, you mean?
But of course, surely you do not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart?
Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you.
Bow.
See you around, Carveline. See you around, Kraken's Arms. Right then, to the hostelry. After you!
Wait, you should say after you to the girls. Are you saying Alphino is a girl?
I mean... wow. So... different.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the seventh dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
What the crap? Who are you?
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Lolorito? You mean the guy that helped well, not kill, but poison the Sultana?
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane.
Hey man, as long as you can make money, am I right? Money, 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 money,
Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
Exactly.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
Yes! In no uncertain terms!
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Got him.
Oh dear, have I offended you?
Maybe a little? What, just bringing up the time when he nearly destroyed Eorzea, just saying?
Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Just saying.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port.
Mm-hmm.
Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
So you're saying these people could be Garlean spies, then? Or at least working for them?
To paraphrase, Kugani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Thank you, Alice.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
Not in public, okay. So, I get it.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Mm-hmm. At least we have someone from Ulda instead of someone who could be from Garlemald.
I don't trust him one bit, and neither should you.
Don't worry, Tataru. I don't. After all, his name is Hancock. I mean, really.
Forgive me, the mere mention of the East Aldenar Trading Company is enough to...
I am fine. Truly, you need not worry.
I dare say Alphino has met his match. So there are Imperial spies everywhere? Great, just great.
And you must be closer Whisper Song, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. Let's be honest, there are side quests. I knew it. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out the various landmarks along the way, if you'd be so good as to follow me. Oh, it's so pretty! Over here. Hey, Lise, you noticed it too.
Even the Aetherites look different here. Why, say, what is that smell wafting from yonder tea house? Could it be? Yes, could it just possibly be the scent of whispered secrets waiting to be overheard?
And note that our would-be host has elected to dress in the local fashion. I mean, you learned to. Oh, man. It's nice to wear that kind of stuff out, because, like, I mean, they wore that stuff because it's good for the temperate climate.
I do not like the cut of that man's jib, not one bit.
Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Ten Konto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you have deduced, makes reference to the aetheryte which stands over yonder.
The design is markedly different from those in Charlie, and yet I trust its function is identical?
A diplomat and a scholar. Will wonders never cease. Far Eastern aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. A tune, if you like.
Already did, thank you.
Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the aetheryte. Come, let us move along. The markets are next.
Ogane Dori. Wait a minute. Oh, he's not here. There should be a guy standing here that isn't here because we're not here in the story yet. Be still, my heart! Well, well, I would expect no less of a bustling port. No sign of Gosetsu or Yugiri here. Not that I expected to stumble across them just like that, though it would have been nice. Just look at all those garish designs. Not fond of subtlety, are they? Is that a theater over there? It is. This is a theater. Fujikoza. There's the Barker. We've arrived at the largest shopping district in Kogane. Kogane Dori. Ko meaning small, Gane meaning money, and Dori meaning road. Like small coin road. Kugane, as you doubtless are aware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this prosperous port where gold fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or Kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language.
Oh, a kindred spirit! What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. I mean, uldans, am I right?
Yeah!
Yes!
Huh?
Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master K-10. Pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Keiten of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eozian guild is welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. Bow! Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables, here you will find them all and more. Where the streets are paved with koban.
Don't think I haven't memorized every detail of that street. There's at least half a dozen shops that will soon be enjoying my custom. Where to next, I wonder? We're actually quite far from the docks now, aren't we? This place is bigger than I thought. District up ahead has a different air about it.
If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Aegean Guy, the district in which the Aegean, or foreigners, are permitted to reside.
Would this also be where foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire?
Precisely. So you see, it will not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. The Sekisei Gumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot.
What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right?
Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Sekisei Gumi. Samurai cut him down in half a single stroke.
I don't even want to think about that.
So as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves in the manner of the late Teleji Adeleji. Ha 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 ha! Eek! Oh man, he is laughing. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Ugh. Alice does not think that was a very funny joke.
Compared to the Hegan architecture, this seems drab and uninspired. Or mayhap I have simply had my fill of Garlean aesthetics, as they were.
Yeah, I can see that. Ugh.
Danger! Excitement! Intrigue! Oh my! Danger, excitement, intrigue! Oh my! Danger, excitement, intrigue! Oh my! Some might call it unwise to loiter about the gates of a hostile empire's consulate.
Yeah, I mean, really.
So that building's full of Garleans.
This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you will find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which now goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans.
Thanks, Hancock.
Oh, there is so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long voyage. Let us retire to the company offices.
Thank you.
Running so I can retire. Running so I can retire. That's the song about running so I can retire.
There is no denying that this place was built for an Uldan.
Oh yeah. we got the bricks and everything.
Even though this feels just as out of place as the Garlean consulate, it's a lot more comforting. Ah, the unmistakable scent of wealth and power! I dare say we could travel to Mericidia or the New World and find a man like Hancock waiting for us.
At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way. Oh, wow. Tiny Lolorito statue.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality.
Oh, so these walls don't have ears. Nice.
You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
Yeah, like, you can tell that it's gonna be like we let you stay here, no strings attached, but then, of course, they don't say no strings attached, because later they're gonna be like, why didn't you help us?
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed.
You mean he's actually doing this, like, as an apology?
Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
Wait, you guys want the Domans to liberate themselves? What? Why?
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
Yeah!
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Oh, hey, there it is, Rogadin. I remember before Stormblood came out, I was like, oh, it's a Rogadin. And it's like, no, he's just a big guy. He's just a human with a Rogadin model. He's definitely no, he's a Rogadin. Ugh. Just because he doesn't have the flat nose like most of them do doesn't mean he's just mysteriously not a Rogadin. What? Whatever. Anyway, there you go. It's canon.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
Ruby Sea? Isn't that the Strait?
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Yeah! I love my hand on my hip. Callista's just like, oh yeah, look at me, so cool.
We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea.
Except it clearly says Ruby Tide in the script. So what? I don't know.
Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory.
Oh, so they're pirate mafia. Got it.
Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
Oh, that's why they call it the Ruby Sea in the English dub. It's because tithe and tide sound too similar. But it's written as Ruby Tide, so like they couldn't change the map a little? Oh well, it's not. See, usually they are pretty good about keeping it the same. Like they'll come to Koji Fox to be like, is this okay? Is this gonna be really awkward? And then he'll say like, okay, wait, if we're gonna name this something, we can't name it this because then it would be difficult. But apparently this one fell through the cracks, I don't know. Just silly. Either way. No, oh, right. Go ahead, LSA, sorry.
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
That smirk.
Oh, this place takes me back. It reminds me of the workshop of an Uldan lapidary I once served. He was not exaggerating when he spoke of their ward's efficacy. Whoever wove them did so with consummate skill. I'm not sure how I imagined our time in the Far East unfolding, but it definitely didn't involve Uldans, and especially not these Uldans. Still, whatever works, right?
I must confess, I am an avid collector of all things Far Eastern. See for yourself, I insist! Look at that little move. Got gold bars, too. And this cool fan. You can buy that fan for your house. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Indeed. By the grace of Lord Lolorito. It would seem inefficient for us to venture out in search of information on Yugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed. Tataru would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones.
Yeah!
While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alcé and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you take the ones to the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage.
Wow! Y'shtola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great! They'll definitely come in handy.
We have some, what was it, concept art.
Looks like it's just you and me, Calosa. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Mm-hmm. Wow, Alphino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself.
You may view Alphino's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Let's do it. Woo! Concept art! It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he can make a living doing this. Oh, sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the something? Onsen? Oh, onsen, that was it. Let's do it. And then we can see the best part of onsen ever. That is at the Bokkaido Inn. Here it comes! Ugh. Sorry, we got something more important to do. Here it is! Yes! It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all! Nothing at all! Nothing at all! Stupid sexy Roganin! Yes! There it is. And then you can go and hang out with the cute boys that are rubbing each other's backs. There are cute boys that are rubbing each other's backs over there. Karaku! Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is naught that the mystical waters of the Bokkaido hot springs cannot heal. Oh, what is that to your hand? Hi! Hey, Lise. You seek this aura in this Roga, then, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons, past or present. Please, we came all this way from Eorzea to find our friends! We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Sekisei Gumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do. I suppose we'll just have to ask somewhere else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotokaze, was it? Super hot. It really is. Just like the onsen! Because they're hot springs! Oh, look! We have some Ishgardians. But of course all you see here is authentic. See? We got lots of people here. Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. Sorry, we're asking about these people. Have you seen them? Ah, an Ari shinobi and a Rogadin samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with a few of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea, the doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see, and you are familiar with the ways of Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own. Indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical. And so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or, if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? Sure, why not? If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like.
As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like.
Imagine going to a massage parlor and asking if your friends got a massage and them going, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I mean, there are a lot of massage parlors that are massage parlors, if you know what I mean. And yeah, a lot of those ones are gonna say, absolutely not. No, we're not telling you anything about our clientele.
You've been a great help, Mistress Kotokaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime.
We would welcome your custom, miss.
We should question those captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet back here when we're finished, alright? Good luck!
Mm-hmm. The Pier Master thinks I'm to work another 20-bell shift. He's as daft as he looks. Anyone around here? Probably down at the docks. There's one. Kurt, Captain. Oh yeah, I remember one of them's up there. One of them's up on the pier there.
Have you seen these two?
Yes, a Rogadin gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away, like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not. Oh, okay. So they split up at some point then. Ooh, Hanish spice trader. Hanish, I think, means Thavnarian. Yeah. You ask me if I've seen this Auri woman and this Rogadin samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, and I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Razatan. It would be an unreasonable detour. There we go. So yeah, this one, it looks like it should be like out down there, but it's actually over here. You have to go up and then down. There he is, see? Fancy a dip down at the springs. Have you seen these two about? Passengers? No, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman? If it's women you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Ew, what? Ugh, no, not like that. Do you think I want to make out with a Rogadin too? Ugh. Jeez. Why does everyone just think if I want to, like, look for someone, I just want to make out with them? Jeez. This isn't a fan fiction! Gosh. There's nothing that's indicating of it being illegal, but you never know what they're doing. And also medicinal stuff going on. Some people really do like to be like, oh yeah, he came in here because of a rash on his like buttocks or something. So like, yeah, a lot of people just don't want to say anything. They don't want to be told what's going on about their crap, their personal life. How did it? Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. Well, what are we gonna do? Lisa's about ready to give up. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I've just remembered. Whoops, sorry. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around? Oh, hey! What is this thing? When I asked Kotokaze what Namazu meant, she said it was Hingan for catfish. And there I was thinking she meant fisherman. Oh. Ooh! What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish! Yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a... Let's start again. You're Gyodo, right? My name is Lise, and this is Colossa. We're looking for some friends of ours. Papered. I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Can you do the same for us? Yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I would charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Totaro will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? I mean, we wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Can we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasogade Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? It's time our luck has changed. Alphino and the others will be thrilled. Whoops, sorry. You could say that they weren't clients of any sort, but then you'd be lying, and you don't want to lie, do you? That's no good. You can't lie. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just whatever. If they don't want to tell their clients, then that's fine. What you gonna do? You can't just force them to. Greetings, honored madame. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar office? Yes, we will. Yeah, Colossa's eyes were kind of big there. Alteron agrees. Colossa was like, Tataru? I'm okay with spending money Oh, Tataru? Okay with spending money willy-nilly? It's your funeral, sister. Those big eyes. She knew. She knows. Welcome back. We ourselves returned but a moment ago. You wouldn't believe some things you can find down at the markets. We're spoiled for choice here. Oh, my information was of value. It was pretty good, Hancock. Hi! We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Althard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yeah, it was the same story for us, and you'll never believe what happened. Beta. So this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri? How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place?
Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me the most. Gyodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune.
Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyodo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri when he had found a willing captain.
But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents?
Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gyoto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. If he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will he? Will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. So if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Totaro will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance.
Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs, even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you. The Sekisei Gumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons, or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear?
It was a pretty good Hancock. Hey, get out. To review, Lise, Calosa, and I will meet with Gyodo as planned. Alphino will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyodo attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekisei Gumi, we will evade them with Alphino's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyodo does not play us for fools, but we shall see. To the bridge! Alright, shall I make my Hancock joke? Probably not. So, it's almost time, but last time we ended a little early so I could hang out with Dad. So, I'm thinking we can do the Gyodo thing, and then if it goes a little over, that's fine, but we'll stop there. Whether or not we go ahead or behind. Who's that? Oh, I think this is an old friend of mine. Uh-oh, of course there's a fight. Of course there is. That just shows how trustworthy Gyodo is. It's a trap, isn't it? We may as well stop kidding ourselves. A would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Calosa. Something smells fishy. Just end me right now.
He's late.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Let's do it! I love how they literally cannot turn on their, like, legs. They literally have to turn around. They have tank controls. Namazu are the best. And by best, I mean the worst. They're so dumb. I love them. I love them so much.
Enough. Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
The ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes. Long before was it pledged to another.
Then why did you tell us?
To me. These ones are for Doma.
What?
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Here it comes.
Nothing personal, yes. Just business.
Uh-huh, and this is just business too.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Yes!
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
Little chocobos. Let's do this. Seize them! Disappointing, but not surprising. In retrospect, we probably should have. Where did that brat come from? Quiet, brother. Fight now, talk after. I'll hold on to Kyoto. You deal with the Imperials.
Of all the bloody places.
Got him. Oh, jeez. As expected, the Sekiseigumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. Mm-hmm. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. How did you what? Use the smoke bombs to evade the patrols. Be warned that attacking the Sekiseigumi will result in failure. Split up and head for the Ruby Bazaar. And remember, under no circumstances must you engage the Sekiseigumi. You there, lay down your arms and surrender at once! Damn it, they found us! Use the smoke bomb so we can escape! Nice work! Now let's find a way out of here. That was close. Which way to the Ruby Bazaar? Is that? No, just my eyes playing tricks. We want to head to there. It's to there, so mustn't let them escape. Oh, someone's coming up that way. We'll just follow this guy. Oh no, he's coming back! Let's come up this way. Shoot! Please don't turn! Gosh darn it! This way. The streets are crawling with Sekiseigumi. Use those smoke bombs. Get those smoke bombs ready. Where could they have gone? Oh crap! Smoke bomb! Wow. No, darn! Ah! We're almost there. Oh, bugger! They've got a whole squadron out front. What do we do now, Calosa?
Come with me. I will guide you to your friends.
What the? A giant turtle man? First a talking fish and now a tortoise? What if we got to lose? Take the 12, you made it. I feared our Kojin friend might not find you in time.
Everything is going to be all right. Trust me.
It's a Ninja Turtle! Yes! I love the Kojin. They're so great. The Namazu's still twitching.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Oh, geez.
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Kojin. We seek 4 foreigners. 1, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Away from us.
Many thanks, good sir. With me. They cannot have gone far.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Alteron, the last water creature that we trusted, sold us out at the first opportunity. Yes, but turtles are cooler.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Sounds like a plan. Come on. Game. Thank you.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
No, you had really good fears. This turtle guy helped.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
Yeah.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure.
Lisa's about to learn how to make sashimi. Yeah.
I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
Yeah?
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
Yes!
And you mine.
Best friend. Fist bump! Ow! Oh! Those are some really big and scaly hands. Ow. Oof. And so, I think this is a good time for us to leave off for a bit. There we go. So yeah, we'll meet up for next time. We'll find out how we're gonna get across the Ruby Sea with our friend Soroban, and we're gonna find Yugiti and Gosetsu. It's gonna be awesome. It'll be great. And then we're gonna free Doma. Everything will be fine. It'll be perfect. So exciting. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming around. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.